Happy Halloween, you beautiful people. Welcome to the Halloween week special with Procreate. I'm Kenzie, your host and artist, and today we're going to be drawing Pennywise. Let's jump to it. As most of you probably know, Pennywise was derived from the movies It, the first one releasing in 1990, and a remake one showing up in 2017, and then It 2, or It Chapter 2, released in 2019. Let's jump into talking about the 2017 one first. It 1, or the remake from 2017, is a horror film based on Stephen King's novel, focusing on a group of children in the town of Derry, Maine during the summer of 1989. The story follows the Losers Club, a group of misfit kids who confront their fears and personal struggles as they face an ancient evil that takes the form of Pennywise the Clown. As children in Derry begin to disappear, the Losers Club realizes that Pennywise preys on their deepest fears, using those fears to terrorize them. United by their friendship and determination, they band together to confront the entity. The film combines coming-of-age themes with horror, showcasing the power of courage and unity in the face of evil. Bill Skarsgård's portrayal of Pennywise received widespread acclaim, making the character a memorable figure in modern horror. Probably said his last name wrong, I'm sorry. Honestly, I think It Chapter 2 is better than It Chapter 1 in my opinion. I watched the original one and I also watched the 2017 one. I think that the 2017 one explains it better than the 1990 one just because they've had so much more time to remake it and make it make more sense. So personally, I'd probably say It Chapter 2 was my favorite, and then It Chapter 1 from 2017, and then the original. As for It Chapter 2, the sequel continues the story of the Losers Club from the 2017 film, set 27 years after their first encounter with Pennywise the Clown in Derry, Maine. As adults, the members of the group receive a call to return to their hometown after a series of mysterious disappearances signal that Pennywise has returned. The film follows their individual journeys as they confront their past traumas and fears that Pennywise exploits. As they reunite, they reminisce about their childhood and the bond that strengthened them against evil. The climax involves a final confrontation with Pennywise, requiring them to face both their inner demons and the monstrous entity that terrorized them as children. So there's your summary for It Chapter... So there's just a quick summary of It Chapter 1 and It Chapter 2. I also have the top 3 reviews for the It movies. Most of these are from the original movie, but some of them also are from the second one, or the movies, all 3 of the movies in general. And we actually don't have Chicago Sun-Times in this one. The first episode without him in it. But number 1 is the New York Times with Ben Kenningsberg. I probably said that last name wrong. This video highlighted the film's exploration of adult fears and trauma, connecting it to the experiences of the characters as they return to Derry. It praised the film's horror elements and visuals, but noted that some of the scares felt repetitive compared to the first film. The review emphasized the strong chemistry among the adult cast. So this one was about It Chapter 2. Review number 2 is from Variety. We've seen a lot of them too. This review commended It Chapter 2 for its ambitious scope and emotional weight. It noted that while the film faced challenges in pacing and storytelling, it effectively delivered intense scares and showcased the strong bond between the characters. Bill Skarsgård's return as Pennywise was also highlighted, reinforcing the character's menacing presence. I honestly don't think It Chapter 2 would have been as good if they had somebody else playing Pennywise, so I'm very happy that he went back on there and played on It Chapter 2. Review number 3 is from The Guardian. This review lauded the film for its ability to blend humor and horror effectively. It praised the nostalgic 1980s setting and the strong performances from the child actors, particularly Finn Wolfhard and Sophia Lillis. The film was recognized for its emotional weight and tension, making it a standout adaptation of Stephen King's novel. I gotta say, I love reading, but I have not read it from Stephen King just simply because I've already seen the movies and I don't know, I love Stephen King, don't get me wrong, but his books, I would much rather read other books and watch his movies because I get so much more scared watching a movie than I do reading a scary book, but that's just me. But if you guys have read the It books, let me know down below and let me know if they're any good, because if you say that they're really good, I might have to read them. Now, who is Pennywise exactly? Pennywise is a shape-shifting entity that primarily takes the form of a clown, using this guise to lure and manipulate children in the town of Derry, Maine. In his clown form, Pennywise has a striking appearance, a white face with exaggerated features, bright red hair, and a colorful, old-fashioned clown suit. His wide, unsettling grin with sharp teeth enhance his menacing presence. While he often appears playful and charming, this facade masks his true, malevolent nature. I cannot speak today. Pennywise embodies the fears and insecurities of his victims, manipulating their nightmares and drawing power from their terror. He is a representation of childhood fears and trauma, making him a complex and terrifying figure in horror. His ability to instill dread, combined with his cunning and sadistic tendencies, has made him an iconic character in horror, literature, and film. Honestly, whenever I watched the first It, I was terrified of clowns as a kid. And that movie scared me so much because, I hated clowns, and I still do, but I'm not as scared of them now as I was before. And so whenever I first watched that, it was the first clown movie that I've ever watched, and it scared me so much. I was like, I don't want to watch this anymore. But then I watched It Chapter 2 and I was fine, so it was Pennywise is mostly known for his quotes of "You'll float too" and his scene of taking Georgie, trying to convince him to go into the sewer with him after Georgie loses his boat in there. It was not a real boat, it was one of those paper boats. But he's definitely known for the red balloons, "You'll float too," being in the sewer. Hiya, Georgie! I can't really do a good impression, but that's me trying. But I also saw this TikTok the other day where it was Pennywise trying to scare modern college kids. And it was he was like, "Do you need your vape?" And I don't know, it was so funny. If I still had it, I'd link it below because it was a great video for Pennywise. But if you look up Pennywise on TikTok, I'm sure you'd find it. It's just some dude dressed as a clown just making jokes about college kids and their vapes. And guys "Hey, did you know that I saw so-and-so across the campus?" And the girl's like, "He's not supposed to be there. I knew he was cheating on me, blah, blah, blah." Just that kind of stuff. There's so many funny Pennywise impressions on TikTok. I've seen so many lately because it's Halloween, but I definitely recommend looking up Pennywise and seeing if you could find that video because it is so hilarious. Now, let's get ready for some Pennywise fun facts. Let's get it. Number 1 is balloon business. Pennywise is known for his red balloons, but can you imagine him as a balloon artist at a children's party? Here's a balloon animal. Pops it right in front of you because it's Pennywise. Or, "Come on, I'll give you this balloon animal if you come in the sewer. You'll float too." Number 2 is creepy clown persona. While Pennywise is meant to be scary, he is also a classic clown. Picture him slipping on a banana peel. That's all I have to say. Just picture it. Be hilarious. He's so much funner than being scared because Pennywise looked creepy. Number 3 is dancing skills. In the 2017 film, there's a scene where Pennywise dances. It's hard to take him seriously when you imagine him doing the Macarena at a dance-off, trying to outshine the competition. Imagine Pennywise trying to go to a dance-off and trying to beat people at dancing. That'd be so funny. I can just imagine it in my head. It'd be hilarious. They need to make a whole entire movie about Pennywise just being stupid. Just Pennywise bloopers. Totally watch that. Or a YouTube video about it. Number 4 is rhyme time. Pennywise loves to speak in rhymes, which gives him a whimsical twist, which, he's a clown, so it makes sense. Clowns and rhymes kind of would go together. You can almost hear him saying, "I'll float and haunt and rhyme a lot. Would you like a friendly scare or not?" Well, y'all, our time for this episode has come to an end. I've enjoyed talking about Pennywise with you guys. Be sure to like and subscribe and comment any scary movie ideas that you guys have. I'm running out of ideas. I've seen all the classics, well, most of the classics. And I don't know if I'm looking in the wrong places because all I can find are movies that I've already seen or that are in a different language or are really bad acting. So let me know in the comments what your guys' favorite not classic scary movie is. Be sure to stay safe, have a good Halloween, and stay spooky.